Hello Jubblies and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It's Callan here and we are in the Rainbow Tunnel. There's a reason for this. I think you'll probably remember the Rainbow Tunnel runs from the tree farm back to the old mine where we used to live before the tower was built. But I've made an addition. As soon as I got rid of all the old farms and bits and pieces, now that the new farm's in, there was a lot of space, and I decided to go and introduce a sort of cart station. So I've extended that line, and it runs from the tree farm now into here. And here is my makeshift cart station. Now, as you'll probably remember, my redstoning is not the best, it's not the most efficient, so I literally just had to think of what I wanted to do and work out how to do it. I tried looking at other people's like station ideas and things like that, and they were all really good, but I couldn't fathom them, so I just figured I'd work it out myself, just based on logic. So what I've got is a little setup with 4 buttons for the tower, the tree farm, the mine, and the XP farm. Okay, and the general idea is that if I press a button, let's say I press the XP farm, that switches this to go this way and this to go that way, and that track will go off to the XP farm. I switch mine, that stays this side, but now it goes right instead, and that will go off towards the mine. Is that right? Yeah, that was the mine, and then the XP farm is the other way. Yeah. Then what we have is the tree farm, that's where we've just come from. Turns it this way and goes off, and that track goes off towards the tree farm, and then this one keeps it this side and it goes off towards the tower. And I mean, the general idea is actually pretty simple. It took me ages to work out how to do it, but I managed to do it using these pistons. So when you press a button, it puts a combination of 2 of the blocks in the right way. It makes sure that the first switch is left or right, and then the second switch, whichever side it's on, is also left or right. So you press a button and it'll activate 2 of these 6 pistons to make sure that you're going in the right direction. And what happens is when this is in the right spot, for example, when this is going, there's a track above here and it's facing one way when it's off, and when this block is pushed to here, it lights that, which turns that one off, which turns that one on, and then that becomes faces the other way. Yeah, it took me ages to try and work out how to do it, but it's done and it works and it goes, which is pretty cool. So for example, I think double check, but yeah, make sure that's that way. We go in here, I've put a track in, and this track will take us across to the tower. I know it's simple little dirt bridges at the moment, but I actually quite like them. When they're grassed over, I actually quite like them. So we go this way, through here, and we land up here. And all is well, and we can do stuff, and then if we want to get back in, we just head back down, and it will take us back into the trap, into the station, and we can go off elsewhere if we want to, which is all fine and dandy. But it does present with one problem that I've come across so far, is that if you leave on one track but want to come in on another, there's an issue. Say for example, I went off to the tower, then walked over to the tree farm and came back. I'd come back on this rail, but this would, because of the way this is set up, this would just keep going across here. It would skip that little gap and not turn the corner and keep going off to the thing. And the only way I can think to get around that, but I haven't done it yet, so I don't know if it's going to work, is to do like a detector rail. So one for each of the lines before the junction, or after, depending on what way you're looking at it, but before you get to it as you're arriving, if this was to detect the minecart and activate the same sequence as the button would, it will rejig these to fit to bring the minecart up to here, I think. So that's going to be my next little bit. That's going to be what I'm going to do now, is try and get that to work, and hopefully it will. But I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm really chuffed actually. This works. If I, for example, come in on here. I go over this little bit and it switches these around. I can show you again though with another minecart. If right, I've switched it over so that it's going this way. We've got it going this way, so this one is wrong and this one is wrong. But as soon as I place that on there, this is right and this is right, and it stays like that. That's really cool. So now I can come in from any track and it will receive me correctly, which is pretty cool. I'm getting there. This redstone is a bit weird. I'm not good at it, but with a bit of logic and a little bit of thinking, you can sort of work it out. Effectively, all I've done is linked up the detector rail that goes to there, linked up the detector rail to the initial pulse that a button would give as well. And so it does exactly the same thing. So all I'd have to do with another one is probably go a little bit deeper underneath and come back up and hit this block, and one for this block and one for that block over there, coming in from the different directions. So it's a bit costly and there's probably much more efficient ways to do it, but it works, and that's all I'm worried about. Yeah, cool. Right, so I'm going to do that with the rest of them. I'm going to go and smelt loads of iron because I've got quite a lot in ore, and I think, yeah, I'm going to go and smelt a lot of iron. I think I might swap these over because I have a feeling that I've sent the mine button is the one going all the way behind. Is this one? Yeah, and I want that to go through there. So I'm going to swap these signs over and have the mine and the XP farm switched. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to carry on with this. I'm going to try and get all the detector rails set up and the rails to the different places. I've got 2 of them done so far. The longest one is going to be to the XP farm, but because one thing I don't know if you remember, with the mine, I already have, and I'm going to use it again like I have here where I've got rails already set up. I never noticed that. I already have a rail going down here, so I can join that and that'll take me all the way down, so that one should be pretty easy as well. I quite like it. It feels a lot more like Minecraft. I know the rails aren't always pretty, but they just feel right when there's rails running around everywhere. It feels like that's what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to leave them out on show. I'm not going to try and hide them or anything. I might fill that up. I will do a few bits to make it look nicer, but in general I'm going to leave them out on show because I think that's the point. Yeah, anyway, right, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I think I've got this working. If you come in from the tree farm, you come across this one, they'll switch and it brings you back up to here. So now it's set for the tree farm. But if we come in from here, we still get in. So now it's set for the tower. This is not gone anywhere yet. It will go that way. But just to show you, if you come in from this side, it will still get you here. It's now set. And if you come in from the XP farm, I don't know why I'm really low down in it, but regardless, you still get back to there. That's cool. I'm really chuffed with that. I say, it could be much more efficient, and it looks even worse down here now. There's even more rubbish going on from the different detector rails and stuff like that. This whole section over here behind there is a nightmare. But yeah, in general, I'm pretty happy about this. And all I need to do, I've got 1 rail, 2 rails done. This rail just needs to connect up in that building there. And then this one, this is a long old one. This is going to take silly amounts. But it will be worth it. I need to, it doesn't like, for some reason, it doesn't like these corner blocks when you're doing this little jiggly bit. So So this should be fine. This should be fine. It might not like that one. Don't know. Might not like that one either. Up here. Under and across. I might change this slightly and put a little bit under here to carry it across. And then head all the way over. But yeah. No, I'm really quite pleased with how my little station's working. And if we come in from this direction, it should, regardless of what we were doing before, it should still bring us to here. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy. What I'll try and do is try and make a world download available. I don't remember what else I've done that you might not have seen. I'm pretty sure I've put everything in. Oh, another thing. Give me 2 secs and I'll show you. Okay, so I actually managed to sort out the nether portal thing. I wasn't far out with my last one. There's that one across here. This one across it. You can tell I've been clearing out for netherrack, kind of. This one across here is the one that comes out in the middle of nowhere. But now they only sync up to each other. So I'm not going to put any more in and risk it. But there we go. And hear noises. But yeah, this one then comes back to the top of the tower, which is nice. Oh, I also put in something else cool, which I'll show you. In here, hoppers. These all lead to there. At the moment there's nothing in it, but if I drop... So if I've been... It was because when I was mining all that netherrack out, I was filling up really quickly. So all I would do is just come back to the top of the tower, chuck everything down, and it would bring it down into the little bit for me, which is pretty cool. So yeah, all happy, all lovely, and we now have a very rudimentary and crude little bit. I wonder if I can get shot on here. No! Oh man, I can't believe that. Where's my sword? Oh man, maybe I should protect it and hide it. I'm so annoyed by that. I didn't even think about that. I thought I was well lit. I'm going to have to go back around. It's because I've been doing lots of work. I'm going to have to go back round and relight everything, I think. Otherwise it's not going to work. Ugh, over and above, yeah, let zombie there as well. But at least it brings us to here. Ah, man. It's because I've been doing all this work. I'm now going to have to go and relight the whole area. Okay. But there we go. That's going to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you like my train station. Like I say, it's not... Please don't take it as a redstone tutorial. But, you know, I'm proud of it. I will do these other rails at some point, but I need to smelt loads of iron. And I think I've wasted enough of your time. So, yeah. Make sure you click that like button if you've enjoyed. Click subscribe if you feel the inclination. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.